Hi, all. Welcome to the Far Side of Normal, home of Supernatural the Cleaners. I am Stacey, your creator and host. All right, first of all, full disclosure, I am dead in my pajamas. It is 11 something. Yeah, 11 something. And I just finished about an hour ago the Stacey Abrams and Supernatural cast and crew call on Zoom with Misha Collins and Eric Kripke. Can I just say, I love our group because we don't just fight monsters on TV, we fight them in the real world. And that is what the call was about, helping to raise funds and awareness for the fight for voters to have the right to be heard. And I appreciate Stacey Abrams. Being in Georgia at this time has been definitely interesting. It's almost as if we are doing the voting 2.0 because we have runoffs in January between four people for two seats. So it's definitely been fascinating. Let's just say that the bad guys are pulling out all the stops and they have more resources because they've been doing dirty deeds for longer. But as we know in Supernatural, we always keep fighting no matter the odds, even if they're insurmountable. So I'll leave it up to you in your imagination to think who's bad, who's good. We'll just leave it at that. Supernatural. I've been thinking about and trying to figure out now that this show has been on pause, because I'm not saying that it's ending. I just can't. I'm just gonna be in denial, and I feel good about that. I've been trying to figure out what am I gonna do with the channel and the format, and here's a couple of things I had in mind. I want to discuss some of my favorite episodes that maybe don't get as much love as the other ones. So for me, for example, I love As Time Goes By. I love Just My Imagination. I love Monster Movie. I also loved Like a Virgin. Every time I watch the scene where they're in the chastity group, every time it just cracks me up. I love the episode with the baby shapeshifter, and I don't know what it's called, but Bobby John. It just makes me happy. I love the monster movie. I think it was when they were in black and white and the Dracula on the moped. Every time, every time, it just cracks me up. So I was thinking that I could just discuss or share some of my favorite episodes and why they're my favorite. I love Hollywood Babylon because they just totally make fun of themselves and it makes me smile. I was also thinking about having other fans on and sharing how they became fan family, what they love about the show, when they got into the fandom family. Was it from the beginning, season one, 2005, or did they find it along the way? And what has kept them in the fandom, either dormant or active, for all these years? I was also thinking about hopefully interviewing the behind the scenes people. We know the boys in the groups and we love them, but I want to hear from the crew's perspective, the wardrobeist, the makeup artist, the hairstylist to Jared's beautiful locks. You know, I want to talk to Jerry and his gorgeous sets. One day I'm going to have money, you guys. One day I'm going to be able to do my own show. And I'm running, not walking, running to Jerry Warnick. Just putting it out there. Just FYI. Anyways, that's what I was thinking. Continue to fight the good fight. I know that it is the holiday season. For a lot of people, it is not a good time. It's a challenging time. It is a reminder of all that they've maybe lost or all that they don't have. Do what Sam and Dean do and try to find a way to keep fighting and remember what you're fighting for. And know that it won't be bad for always. When it's all said and done, the good guys still win. Yeah, just find a way to always keep fighting and be encouraged because we're almost to the end of 2020. We survived, you guys. We were not in the first 5 minutes of a Supernatural episode. Woo! So that alone, just cheers and tea claps and cakes and cookies and pies. I don't know. Last but not least, thank you guys for being the fandom that we are. I'm gonna toot our own horn. We've done some pretty darn amazing things this year. In the midst of a pandemic, um, in the midst of a huge economic downturn, we've still managed to do some MacGyver things. Last I was on the call, we had raised over $125,000 for voter equality and rights. That's ridiculous in the middle of basically a recession because we're rock stars and we're not the Losechesters. I just had to. We're the Winchesters. With that being said, dear hearts, hang in there, and I hope that you are having the most lovely Wednesday. Know that I am so grateful to be a part of this fandom. I am constantly amazed by the talent. I've been looking at Gish things, and so many people are just stupid talented in our fandom. Not a word of lie. You can ask my sister for years and years. I cannot wait to be famous. And I use that term loosely, but here's the thing I'm excited most about being famous or whatever. One, having a clip. Two, fan art. And three, having a chef. Not a word of lie. Everything else is kind of ice cream gravy. But fan art, Cliffy, and a chef. Go Team Awesome. So thank you guys for being awesome fans, awesome family. Check in on each other. You know, the Supernatural fandom, some people are having a hard time with the show being on pause. A long pause, mind you, but a pause. Check in on each other and make sure we're doing okay. And know that it will get better, dear hearts. And we will still have our voice. I've been doing a lot of participation in the fandom. Honestly, it's weird, but I've done more participation this year in quarantine than I have ever in the fandom. Don't even ask. I'm just going with it. Let me know how you're doing. I would love a tweet or a text or whatever. Comments below. Just say, hey, Stacey, I'm doing good. Or, ooh, it's been rough. I've been sending out Christmas cards and I'm over the moon. If you want a Christmas card, just send me a text. Or, well, you can't send a text, but send me a message on Twitter at The Real Stacey Farr. On Instagram at Stacey Better by Far. On Facebook, The Far Side of Normal. On YouTube, The Far Side of Normal. Let me know how you're doing. And if you want a Christmas card, I would love to do that. Until next week, you guys, sweet Deans and sweet Sams. Bye.